everybody, welcome to a very special edition of the Toys for Games podcast, the Collector's Edition, the 17th edition of the series of Collector's Editions. I am one of your hosts tonight, Josh Brown. I am not joined by my regular co-host, Jason Greer. He has a supremely, insanely busy week, as did I. Our schedules did not sync up, mainly because he's 3 hours ahead, and that always screws things up when it gets into tight schedules. So, with that being said, you guys are going to get a very, very special episode tonight. May not have Jason, but I have two of my best buddies here on this podcast instead. First of all, my co-host of Joys of Games, none other than Colin Wheeler.
Josh, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
The value of our friendship, we're talking collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be like the $79.99 one, or would I be the $199 one?
$99. $199?
Yes.
You would make a pretty good statue, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not a helmet, not like a Master Chief helmet?
No, I'm thinking like one of those big boxes like the Titanfall Collector's Edition was. Something that's just like egregious and you don't really want to, carry it around, and you really don't want your other friends to see you with it, but you're really, really proud that you have it.
I was hoping you'd carry me around, but all right, that's fine. I'll take it. Hey, Josh.
Hi, Colin. Also joining us tonight, who's making her return. Both of you have been on this Collector's Edition at some point or another. None other than the internet's darling, Valerie Striplin.
I snorted that comment.
Hi, Val.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
Super.
Ready to talk Tsum Tsums?
Thanks for asking. Heck yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Shoot yeah.
Here's the dilemma that we're going to run into with this podcast tonight. Can you top the segment that you had before on the Collector's Edition, where you went on your crazy explanation about field game with blind bag Tsum Tsums? Because that was probably one of, if not the most beloved segments that we've ever had on a Toys for Games podcast.
It was not.
One of the top. Absolutely.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Brian Altano, he was cool. Greg Miller, he's all right. Val talking field game, though? I'm just saying Toys for Games in general.
I see.
This umbrella that is the Toys for Games podcast hub. Joys, Collector's Edition. Now we have Limited Edition. The regular Toys for Games cast. Soon to be Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast. The family is growing. It's extending. So for those that might not have seen it, our friend Ken and our friend Sebastian, both amazing members of our Toys for Games community, have gotten together and they have created a podcast that's going to be debuting very, 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 very soon.
Very, very soon?
Called Gotta Watch 'Em All. And it is a Pokemon-themed podcast. They are going to go back and
watch them or catch them?
Watch them all. They're going to go back and rewatch every single episode of the Pokemon cartoon.
I thought they were just like passive trainers. They're like, we are here to study the Pokemon, not catch them.
That's possible too. I actually haven't got that clarification yet.
I mean, if you think about it, they're watching someone else catching them, so they're still watching them.
It's true.
Catch them all.
Would that be like just looking over somebody's shoulder while they're playing Pokemon?
Basically, their podcast is about Pokemon Inception.
Mm-hmm. I think it's more about like being on a bus, like in Japan, when people are playing the new Pokemon game, or train, I guess, and just kind of watching everybody play.
Wait, what kind of train? Like they're on a train?
Yeah.
Or they're training the Pokemon?
No, on a train, while others are training Pokemon that they're not, so they're only innocent bystanders in the whole thing.
So they're watching children in the Pokemon anime on the train while training Pokemon, while playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, I'm so confused.
While watching
Stop it.
Pokemon.
Exactly.
Got it.
While dressed as Pokemon.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
I know, that's stretched too far.
That's awesome.
So then that's starting up. They're gonna have Twitch streams of like the Pokemon card game. That I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, he already did Ken already did a stream,
Sure.
kind of announcing the podcast, and it was fun. It was fun hearing him chat. It was fun hearing about the podcast. So I'm excited to listen.
Yeah.
Especially because I watched Pokemon the anime growing up as a kid, and now they're just I don't even know what's going on in the show anymore, but it's still fun.
Right.
My son still watches it, so
Sure.
yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting. I think we're gonna have Ken on the next episode of the regular Toys for Games cast and let him actually fully explain it, because I could do it no justice. But it is part of the Toys for Games family. The website will be toysforgames.com/gotta-watch-'em-all, where you can find all the information on what they're doing. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that yet. I don't know if it's live.
Uh-oh.
Like-
Well, I got a Twitter follower that it sounded super familiar, and I was like, that's weird. I feel like I should know what this is about. But then I didn't even question it. It was Gotta Watch 'Em All.
Okay, yeah. So, but again, I don't know if the website's live. So if it's not, oops, sorry, Ken.
Uh-oh.
But he'll be coming on soon to talk all about that. But we're not here to talk about Pokemon. I mean, that would be very a very good idea to talk about on a collector's edition. Talking about collecting Pokemon and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But we got other things to cover, Colin. We have lots of things to go over here.
Is it better than a holographic Charizard first edition?
Yes.
Okay, I trust you.
You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. Because I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, as everyone knows by now. But I still think this is pretty good.
Okay.
Where do you guys want to start? I'm going to let you guys decide by committee. If we're
Are you saying us guys as in Colin and I?
you and Colin.
Okay.
We have some subscription boxes to cover real quick. We have some Tsum Tsums to talk about. We have Funko to talk about. And we have collections of things from my trip down to California a couple weeks ago.
I have
specifically E3
a new
swag.
obsession. Oh, okay.
No, I mean, but with other things, like other
Okay.
things I collected at
Just
the parks.
California
But,
swag.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So where do you guys want to start?
Let's do the Tsum Tsums.
Thank you. I was getting ready
She
to
wanted
say
to
it.
say it, but she didn't want to say
Okay,
it.
real quick.
Yeah.
I need to say this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get at all the month of June at all in any way, shape, or form. Have not gotten any Tsum Tsum plush from Tsum Tsum Tuesdays.
There's a story. There's a reason why. The first set that came out, I said I'm not going to order
Yeah,
because I'm going to be going to Disneyland.
right.
And I'm just going to grab them at the parks.
Yes.
Because that makes way more sense.
Way more sense.
And they'd be more special.
But it was causing me anxiety.
Yeah.
And then you went to California,
Mhm.
and I was like, I need to calm down because I kept doing this thing. We passed Tsum Tsum Tuesday. Oh my God. Like I was having these feels in my heart.
Sure.
And then you went to California,
Mm-hmm.
and then you came back,
Yeah.
and you had zero.
Not zero.
Not zero. You did have.
I did not
awesome
have the
Tsum Tsum,
set.
but you did not
that
have
I
the
was
Tsum
waiting
Tsum
for.
Tuesday set.
And that set was the new Alice in Wonderland set. It's the
Right.
second time they've released an Alice in Wonderland set.
Right.
Now, this is the important part here. The first set you can't get anymore. Target came out with half the set, and we have those half.
Right.
But we don't have the full half a set, the full set
From Disney.
of the first edition of the Alice in Wonderland.
Correct.
So they came out with a new set of Alice in Wonderlands, which are far superior than the first set,
Right.
if I must say so myself.
They do look at.
Mainly because they have Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and two versions of the Caterpillar.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. It's a good set,
Okay.
but I couldn't find it at Disneyland.
Like they were out.
Nobody really knew. Nobody knew if they were there. The people I talked to, at least.
I saw some of those at JCPenney's.
Not the same.
They might be.
Okay.
No, I don't know. So we're gonna have to order those. We have to get them because they're still available online, which is a good thing. We also missed the Force
For
Awakens
how
set.
much longer though?
We also
Yeah, but you have today.
Shh,
What?
Today.
don't do that to her. She's freaking.
July is July's tomorrow.
They'll still be on the website.
I don't know about that. Do you know how collector's editions work?
I do, Colin.
I'm totally gonna buy.
We
it
missed
tonight.
Stop it. We missed the Force Awakens set also. Now, I went to the Disney store the other day.
I did not know
on my
that.
way home. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to disappoint you. Thinking, okay, I'll just stop by the Disney store because I'm out here near Clackamas. I'll pick these up for Val. This
That
is
was
gonna be
after
a
the
great
funeral
idea.
service.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said on the way home from the park, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, but whatever.
Yeah, at the park that we were at last Saturday.
I forget.
And we drove right by the Clackamas Mall.
Listen, I try to block out bad memories.
Sure. Yeah,
It wasn't a bad memory. It was just sad.
Yeah, it was a sad day. Regardless, I was passing the mall. I was like, I'm going to stop at Disney store, pick up everything we need. It's going to be great. They had the Force Awakens set, but they didn't have the Alice set. So I'm just like, I might as well just buy them online. Just buy them all. So that's probably what's going to happen.
But it's hurting my heart.
Is it?
What you did bring home from California,
Yeah. What are the Tsum Tsums that I brought home for you?
I've forgotten. Oh
Really?
my gosh, I totally just spaced. My brain just went blank.
Under the Sea.
But what's the big
Under the
one?
sea.
What's the...
Flounder?
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you brought home the flounder purse.
Mm-hmm.
That inside has Ariel
In a pink dress.
in a pink dress,
Mhm.
different Ariel.
Yep.
Sebastian.
Yep.
What's
Going,
different about Sebastian? Yeah,
and
his
he's
hands are
grinning.
out. Yeah. He's got like the little side smile, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheesy.
Who else is in there?
Another little flounder.
A little flounder,
Mm-hmm.
and then the bird, right?
Scully.
The Scully.
Yes.
I thought it was Scuttle.
Scuttle. That's
Scuttle.
right. That makes way more sense. I was like,
Scully and Mulder.
I like how
Yeah.
you just got
Tsum
back
Tsums
on,
confirmed.
onto the mic just to correct me. You're just like, nope, I can't let this go.
it was Scuttle. That's correct.
Well, I like Scuttle, so
I do like Scuttle as well. I
show him some respect.
Sorry, Colin.
Anyways, so you did bring that home,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was it for Tsum Tsums that came home with you from California, though.
Yes.
Yes, but we got our subscription box,
Yes.
the Disney subscription box,
Mm-hmm.
and that was Dory
Mm-hmm.
with a Nemo on top of Dory, which is super cute.
Right.
And they have different
it is
faces.
Nemo.
Yeah,
You could tell it's
it's
not
a different
Marlin.
face of
Marlin.
the Marlin.
Marlin.
It's the different face of Nemo than the one they were selling at the Disney store on Tsum Tsum Tuesday, isn't it?
Right.
So that was cool. And really quick, small plush Dory is super cute.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Have you seen the leaked image of the
don't
new
wanna
Dory
know.
Tsum Tsum that's coming out?
I think so.
The baby Dory
Yes.
with the big
With
bulgy
the big
eyes.
eyes.
Tsum
Yes.
Tsum?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
adorable.
Yes. I'm so excited for that. I am so, because I follow like 8 Tsum Tsum accounts on Instagram, and so whenever they leak stuff, I make sure I try and tweet about it because number one, I'm excited. Number two, I need people to know. 2 things that I did get that are Tsum Tsum related, but not Tsum Tsum collectible, right?
Mhm.
Would that be accurate?
Yes.
This has stickers.
Oh, boy.
Did you know that?
No, how would I know?
Okay,
that?
so
You just opened it.
2 things I got. So one of the Tsum Tsum accounts that I follow had Instagrammed that there were these Tsum Tsum, what would you call these? Stationary
Binders.
sets at Target in the disc, in the front, like right when you walk into a Target, it has the $1/$3 section, the bullseye thing section. So anyways, they had done an Instagram picture image of this Tsum Tsum stationery set. And it's got like sticky notes and a little pad of paper in the middle and then a blank paper on the side that's got like faint pictures of Tsum Tsums falling. But the one in the middle, and then it comes with the tiny pen. The one in the middle is lined. It's super cute. So in the picture, I thought that this was probably a decent size, like size of notebook paper size, 8.5 by 11. And I thought it was going to be flat, but it's not. It's about 5 by 7, and it's about an inch and a half.
Yeah.
tall, wide,
Sure.
thick, and it has a little magnet closure. So when you open it up, on the far left side is 2 stackable sticky note things. In the middle is lined paper, and on the right is the unlined paper with the Tsum Tsums falling. And
the journal
so
for your
this
secrets.
is what happened. I had been scouring Targets. I went to every Target near us and every Target far away from us, with the exception of one that's kind of really far away. I didn't even think about going there until I forgot that the Instagram account that I follow had put the DCPI number on their Instagram profile.
I asked you if you knew it.
Yeah, and then I was
oh,
like,
heck yeah,
click.
I do.
Oh, heck yeah, I remember seeing it. So I had to figure out which Tsum Tsum account had leaked the photo of this stationery set as having found it in the bullseye section at Target. And then once we did that, then Josh went online and started listing off all the Targets near us that had them, starting with the furthest away, which is like an hour from our house. So he's listing off Targets, and he's getting closer and closer. And then he starts listing ones that I've been to. And I am freaking out at this point because I have been to these Targets and I have dug.
You were ready to grab your keys like the first time I said a Target you were familiar with.
Yeah. The minute I heard a name that I knew,
which was still like 20 miles away.
I knew all of them, but still, like, I was like, I'm gonna go to it right now. I don't even care what time it is, because I had gone to the Targets near me and dug in their bullseye sections. They have it gets messy there. People get aggressive, buying stuff there because it's cheap and easy and whatever, and so it's not very organized. So every time I've gone in, I check in every little bin. I make sure I lift up all the things and search things and whatever. And wasn't finding anything. So Josh tells me about it being at a Target near us, and I start panicking. And what did I say? I said, "Oh, we had already been to the Jansen Beach Target once that day, and I had already looked for the Tsum Tsum things that time too.
Yeah.
For the second time I had looked at that Target.
Right.
So we didn't have any kids that night.
No, it was my first day back from California.
It was your first day back from California. And I was like, we are going right now. We jumped in the car, drove to Jansen Beach. Jansen Beach is about a 15-minute drive from our house. Mm-hmm. But that's on highways. You have to take highways to get there. Get there. No Tsum Tsum stationery set. Not one in sight. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm asking somebody. So I go up and ask somebody because we have checked and it says on the website or on the wherever Josh looks for this magic number, it says they have 12.
Brickseek.com.
Okay. It says they have 12. And I'm like, 12 just don't go missing. That's like, I can understand if it said they had 1 or whatever, but 12 just do not go missing. So I asked somebody, they pulled up the DCPI. At first, the girl's like, it says we don't have any in stock. And I'm like, wrong. You do. But they don't have a planogram for it. So they don't have, these people get paid to make pictures of what it should look like in the store by using Photoshop based on each store's layout. And so they don't have one of those for the bullseye section, so it's not like you can just look. And I said, well, it's kind of a weird thing to ask for. And so there was a guy who heard us having this conversation. This girl's like totally trying to brush me off. The guy's like, you know what, let me go back and check. So he goes to the back and he's looking, and he's gone for like 15 minutes. And all of a sudden I hear on the walkie that he's headed up and he has some. So he comes up to me, he opens the box, he goes, is this what you're looking for? And I look inside and I see Minion stationaries, and I was like, no, here's what they look like. And I show him a picture, and he's like, what's the DCPI again? So then we're looking and comparing the number, and he's like, this is the box. This is, they should be in this box. And then I was like, wait a minute. Are there multiple themes, or what are these called? This is Tsum Tsum's. Minions would be another movie.
Franchises.
Okay.
Themes.
Are there different franchises in this box? And he's like, well, yeah, it's all mixed up. And I was like, why are you standing there? Let's dig. And the box is not that big. So he opens up the box, and I start digging, and I find one, and I'm just like, yes. but no way did I come all the way over here. This is my third visit to this store. I'm getting at least 2, and they're only $3, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. But so I found one, and then I found a second one. And I was like, okay, done. That's it. This poor guy thinks I'm just the nuttiest nut job of life, but I got my 2 little stationery sets.
You and Tsum Tsum shopping usually leaves a lot of store employees very confused and bewildered.
Well, because I go in with a purpose, and when I know that there is something in that store that I need to have and they can't find it, because I've worked in customer service and I always do my darndest to make sure that that person's walking away happy and achieving their goal when they come in. So why wouldn't I do that why wouldn't I expect that for myself? So, okay. So that day happened. I got my 2, no big deal. Another trip to Target, another time. I've got my 2. I don't look for them anymore, but I always am walking through the store looking for stuff. And one of my favorite sections, here's fun fact about Val. I love stationery. When I was a kid, office supply stores are my weakness. I cannot walk into one without walking out with having spent money on something. I really love the idea of being super organized to the point that you have like a planner and it's got stickers and paper clips and you use special pens for it only. And like that just gets me hot. And so does little containers with my pens and organizational files. And this kind of stuff gets me excited. I love it so much. So I like to walk when I go to Target, I especially for some reason like to walk up and down the stationery aisles just to see what the trend is for notebooks. And I know that sounds funny, but there's a trend. So lately
Colin,
it's been...
what's your favorite notebook?
I would say a Lisa Frank one with a really nice, beautiful pink cat.
And if you...
and the cat happens to be wearing sunglasses, and there's a beautiful sun in the background with smiling.
If you happen to have that Lisa Frank item, I would tell you to sell it on eBay now because Lisa Frank stuff is hot. H-O-T-T, hot.
It's nostalgia, and then they're also coming out with those adult Lisa Frank coloring
They are
books,
doing that. They are doing that also. But Lisa Frank has been hot on eBay for a really long time.
This is a collector's edition. This is where we talk about things we collect, not things that we sell.
Well,
what I'm
listen to
saying,
me. I used to collect Lisa
item.
Frank everything. Yeah. So, because it was a stationary thing. So, stationary, weakness, stickers, can't even handle it. I used to have a little box in my bedroom, and I actually still have this box. I just don't know where, or I still have the stickers. I just don't have the box anymore. That I would collect stickers. So every time we went somewhere, I would get a pack of stickers. There was a place at the beach, and it's still in Seaside in the mall. There is a store, and they sell stickers on rolls. And I used to go in and just get like just one, like a little tiny, like 2x3 inch square of fun, pretty stickers, and I wouldn't stick them on anything.
You can't.
Because you couldn't mess that up.
They're not stickers anymore.
But I am obsessed with that. Like, that kind of stuff just gets me going. So anyways, when I go to Target, I do walk through the stationery aisles to see what the hotness is. Right now it is gold. Gold is really hot. So I'm walking through Target, and I hit up the stationery section, and I always have to look at the pens because there's this one pen. It's my favorite pen. I had it when I worked at the bank. I had it for 7 years. I called it my $7 pen. Customers would try and use it. I would tell them, no, this is my $7 pen. You can use this pen. It's $1. Because people would try and steal it. Fine Point, best pen of life. So I am always looking for that pen and Fine Point ink for it. That being said, I'm in the stationery section. I come across a little tiny... what do you even call this? A little tiny box thing that has Tsum Tsum sticky pad, Tsum Tsum notepad, and an even bigger Tsum Tsum notepad. And when I opened it tonight and I'm sitting here, and it comes with a shiny pen, a gel pen that writes in green, and it's got Tsum Tsum stacked up on it.
It's slightly glittery.
It's a little glittery. And when I'm sitting here tonight talking to you, I noticed that the back of this little stationery box has Tsum Tsum stickers on it. And I got super excited. So here, real quick. Number one, this shouldn't have been in the stationery section at Target. It would make sense that it was because it is stationery. However, on the back, in the Target section, they have a specific label for things that are supposed to be sold in the bullseye section. That's the $1 to $3 and $5 items.
That bin right at the front of the door.
The bin at the at the front of the door, where I found the other stationery thing.
Sure.
Or didn't, but found somebody to find it for me. On the back, so I pick it up, and I'm like, this, it's not like the best product feel. It feels a little,
Yeah.
I bet you this is supposed to be a bullseye item. Turn it over, bam.
Bullseye item.
Supposed to be a bullseye item, but they have not been in the bullseye section. This just happened to be sitting on a shelf, not displayed. Somebody just set it down. Somebody was like, ditched it. It was a plop. It was
like, nah, we don't need these.
We're not buying these today. Now it's mine. I was like, $3? What? Buying it. I think that was the only thing I bought at Target that day too. But I don't even care. It was necessary. And now I've written you a little love note, and I've got pretty green pen, and I have cute little stickies. And if I don't get an office soon, I'm going to lose my mind.
You got all the office supplies ready to go.
I have all the office supplies. I have thank you cards. I have notepads galore. I have pretty pens. I have little sticky notes.
No.
I'm ready.
So even though you didn't get any Tsum Tsums this month other than the flounder bag, I
got some Tsum Tsum related items and things that I still like to collect, but I do a really good job of reining that in. I didn't used to. It used to be really bad. When I worked at the bank, I bought all of my own stationery, like all of my own everything. And when I left, they kept it all. I got none of it back.
It's a shame.
My pretty little alligator clips. Like, I just love stuff like that. What's
Colin.
wrong with me?
Yes.
When I went down to LA, you tasked
I did not tax you at all.
You requested that I get you one thing while I was down there.
Yes.
That was a flash 100-yard dash Tsum Tsum.
Yep.
I could not find any while I was down there, Colin. They did not have Zootopia Tsum Tsums available.
It was a long shot.
I failed you. However, I will like to point out that right now on the Disney Store online, you could buy Zootopia Tsum Tsums for $1.99 because they are being clearanced right now.
What?
Do they have Flash?
Unfortunately, they do not have Flash.
Oh, you're a butt.
Butt.
And really quick.
Because I'm just telling you that I constantly...
Nice save, Val, by the way.
I'm just saying that I constantly...
Did you like that, Colin?
Look for it.
For what we
I'll
were
find it
recording.
one of these days, Colin. The problem is Target decided not to include Flash in their set, which would be super easy to find if Target had them. But Target's like, no, we don't want Flash.
Hayden and I dug through 3 Target bins, and then I texted you, and you're like, yeah, they're not Target. I'm like, ugh.
Because Target decided to only do 8 of the 14 characters.
So
how Flash
weird.
missed the cut, I'll have no idea.
So
weird.
The other day, I at Goodwill saw, what are these things called? Amiibo, the Animal Crossing Amiibo. And you remember how I said I wanted my own set for myself? I should have bought those. I'm about to go back there and buy them. Target sends their items that they clearance out and don't sell in store. They send them to Goodwills.
Yeah.
Anyways, they had a bunch of Animal Crossing Amiibo. And I keep telling Josh, the day that I start seeing Tsum Tsums in there is the day
You found one?
I'm going to cry.
We found a couple at Goodwill's.
We have?
Yeah, you remember the little Donald that you found?
I didn't get that at Goodwill.
Oh, where'd you get
I got it at the bins.
Well, it's a Goodwill, right?
That's the same thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't from being clearanced out.
Didn't we find one of the medium ones? Oh, you mean just as clearance items? Or ones that people donated?
Yeah, I think they're ones that people donate.
Anyway, do you know what the set that's coming out on July 5th is?
No.
No.
We have a set of a movie that you guys might be familiar with called Monsters, Inc.
Oh, sweet.
It's going to have Sully and Mike Wazowski and the orange guy with 3 eyes and glasses. Fungus, I think?
Okay.
Randall.
Okay.
Roz, the old lady.
Mike Wazowski.
Oh my gosh.
Boo,
Oh my gosh.
of course.
Can you please tell me what you're on?
And then hold on. So those are the 6 that are coming out. And then there's 2 others that have appeared that is kind of confusing, but it looks like they're going to be online only, so not available in the Disney store. And it's going to be Cecilia, of course, because Mike Wazowski and Cecilia are a thing, and a variant of Boo. The variant,
One with the costume, one without the costume.
correct.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be
Nailed
It's
it.
gonna be a nice little set.
Didn't have the Abominable Snowman?
No, unfortunately, I don't know.
Disappointed.
Maybe they're gonna use them for the subscription box.
Ugh.
Really quick, I have a question. Ooh, I don't have some of these. Ooh.
Also, in the world of Tsum Tsum here, I'm going to run through some news here real quick.
Oh my gosh.
There looks like there's going to be a Fantasyland Tsum Tsum collection because, you know, Tsum Tsums, they've been doing like the attraction and rides ones. They had What's that?
Real quick.
Yes.
Did you get the Haunted Mansion ones when you were down there?
No, I got them when they were online.
Oh, they offered them online? That's great.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
All the attraction ones have been online. They show up at the parks first, and then they come online. So we have the Haunted Mansion one. We have the Pirates of the Caribbean set. We have the vehicle ones with like the monorail and
Oh, okay.
the new set that looks like it's going to be coming out is called Fantasyland, obviously. And it's going to have, let's see here, Mr. Toad from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yay! I love that guy.
One of the horses from King Arthur's Carousel.
Meh.
And a happy little hippo from Small World.
Yay!
Val, are you seeing this?
No, I'm trying to find where you're at, what website you're on. I'm going nuts because I want to see the pictures and I can't see them.
Look at that little happy hippo.
Oh my goodness!
As well as new Mickey and Minnie.
Oh,
With the wizard hat
where are you at?
and the Rapunzel hat. Huh? So that's going to be a fun little set. We also got leaked images of 2 advent calendars coming.
Can you just tell me where you are so I can see?
I am on DisneySumSum.com.
Oh,
Christmas Advent calendars?
Yes. And each little door is going to... So there's one for the little mini plushes and one for the vinyls.
I can't even wait. I'm getting...
And behind each door is going to be a new Tsum Tsum.
Okay, so how much is that going to cost?
$1 million.
Oh my...
Please don't say that.
It's going to be a lot of money.
I want to get that for Hayden, but I have a feeling
each one is going to be a new door, Colin.
If you think it's 25 days times 5 equals math. So it's probably gonna be $200 is my guess.
Oh look, new Christmas Tsum Tsum to
probably
be released this fall.
It's gonna be spitty.
It's $125 for just the Tsum Tsums alone, so it's most likely gonna be about $200.
Oh, I can't even wait.
And the thing is, all the Tsum Tsums are going to be like new Tsum Tsums. They're not ones that you would already have. Like they're specifically made to be this advent calendar.
They'll all be Christmas themed ones.
With this.
How do you get a job?
Wait.
No, the Disney holiday previews are taking place in New York City, where they are showcasing the upcoming products. How do I get a job with the Disney holiday previews?
You apply. First step.
Hey Val, did you know there's a new Disney character Tsum Tsum binder clip?
What?
Mm-hmm. Look, it has Lotso on it. All kinds of Tsum Tsum up. I did see a post the other day about a...
Oh, but tell the people about what you didn't do that Tsum Tsum related while you were in LA.
So midway through the trip,
sad.
After we had everything scheduled and laid out perfectly clear and pretty jam-packed, that didn't allow us any wiggle room whatsoever, our friend Brett pointed out that somewhere within a good 20-30 miles of us in the Orange County area, there was actually a Tsum Tsum arcade machine. Yeah. We didn't factor that into the plan. We should have, though. We should have.
30 miles?
Within. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how close it is. I'm just saying, like, it was within striking distance. And we didn't pull the trigger. Mm-hmm. Val's
Feel
freaking
this
out.
all.
This website is stupid.
Val also just found out today, and I was going to surprise her with the news.
Wait, what?
Because I found out last night, and I was biting my tongue because I knew she'd be doing this with me, and I was going to surprise her live on air with it. But Series 3 of the Vinyl Tsum Tsums.
That's why you
Are starting
looked
to
so
show up.
bum-faced when I told you.
Yes.
You
they're-
were so bummed.
They're
You
starting
were
to show
just
up in
like,
stores, as well as... Colin, are you ready for this?
Bracing.
The Marvel Vinyl Tsum Tsums.
Do they have a Daredevil one?
If I said yes, will you be excited?
Yes.
I think there might be.
Yes.
I don't remember specifically, actually.
Val,
what?
your field game's got to be on point for me. I need you to do this for
I
me.
can handle it, dude.
Well, there's
I
gonna
need
be
a Daredevil.
there's gonna be blind bags and like the 3-packs.
I need a Daredevil Tsum Tsum plush, and I need a Daredevil vinyl Tsum Tsum, and I also need a big Daredevil Tsum Tsum as well, like the big one.
It's true.
I want one that I can cuddle with
You
at night.
just want them all, don't you? You just have to have them all.
I gotta want them all.
There's a Tsum Tsum checklist.
I also
How do I not
would
have this
like
printed
them.
out?
Also would like variants of all of them as well, please.
It's not asking
And
for
thank you. No, because there's yellow and red. That's it. He has 2 costumes. Go. Oh, actually, I'll take a Netflix one as well. So the red and the black. Okay, now go.
Now go.
I want those 3.
We'll see, Colin. We'll see. So a lot of exciting stuff coming in Tsum Tsum Land. Our friend, who is the toy buyer for Walgreens Company, who is a listener of the show, fan of Toys for Games. I've talked to him behind closed doors.
Ooh.
He confirmed that starting in September, Walgreens will start selling the vinyl Tsum
What?
Tsum 3-packs of both Series 3 and Marvel.
Oh, I'm so ready. Good. There's a Walgreens really, really close to us.
There's like 18 Walgreens really close to us.
That's also true.
They're literally all over the place.
That's also
There's
true.
one Walgreen by me, and they never have anything cool.
You need to talk to your local Walgreens manager about that.
Nah.
Every time I go into Walgreens by me, I'm amazed at what they have. I have to like stop and stare because I'm so excited about it.
It's true.
They have stuff that's like super old at mine, so no luck here.
Let's move on from Tsum Tsums
Why?
because we need to talk Funko. Let's talk Funko. Let's just do it.
That sounds like a bunch of fun company.
I just want to talk about the San Diego
You're
Comic Con
funny.
exclusives that are going to be coming out. San Diego Comic Con is coming up quickly.
Backpedal just a minute.
Yo.
Just a minute.
Ooh.
You forgot to talk about the San Diego Comic Con vinyl soon.
Oh, yeah, the 2 metallic ones. I don't want to talk about those because Val's going to lose her mind. And I'm going to pretend that they don't exist. That way I don't have to buy them. Because on eBay, they're going to be $1 million.
Up in here, up in here.
Metallic
We all
Baymax
gotta
and
make
metallic
movies.
Captain America. Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Captain America looks real good.
Yeah, real nice. Real nice.
It's real nice, Clark. Real nice.
But San Diego Comic-Con, Funko always has exclusives, a lot of fun exclusive. They've been doing like periscopes to announcing them in waves, which I think has been a really fun way to do it. Have you been keeping up with what they've been announcing, Colin?
No,
There's a lot of good
No.
ones in here.
that Periscope stuff doesn't make sense to me. I've watched one Periscope, and that was for your guys' panel.
Sure.
That's about it.
Well, you also don't have to watch Periscope because immediately afterwards all the information's out there.
Okay.
But the first time that you hear about it is during their Periscopes. But let's go over kind of like the key points of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives that they're going to have. They're going to have a Penelope von Schweetz Dorbs in her cart rider.
Cute.
I'm trying to think who that is. Is that the Wrecker Elf girl?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which looks amazing.
Oh my goodness.
The Powerpuff Girls, Buttercup, Bubbles, Blossom. They're gonna have a Scott Pilgrim 3 set,
Cool.
the Sexpa Bombs,
Yeah.
with instruments and everything. Glow in the Dark Duck Dodgers. for
Okay.
Dodgers fans out there. A white Deadpool.
Why'd you tell me that?
Mm. That's the X-Force suit, right?
Can I get that at Barnes & Noble?
They haven't announced where they're going to be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hot Topic or Barnes & Noble, please.
Oh, that'd be nice, right?
It would be really nice.
They have a silver Superman
That's
Funko
what that
Pop
is.
with False God written on it for fans of the Batman vs. Superman movie. Doctor Strange Funko Pop holding out his hand, and he has like a yellow orb circling his hand, like he's about to do some Doctor Strange magic.
That's cool.
Yeah. Glow in the dark Hatbox Ghost from the infamous Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of the other glow in the dark ghosts, including the hitchhiking one. That's always fun. Willy Wonka Violet Beauregard as the blueberry.
A Violet Beauregard that's all puffy
Yeah,
and
she's
blue.
all puffy like a blueberry. Looks fantastic.
I'm sorry, I just want to write sticky notes all day long.
Yeah,
So much
you didn't notice
sticky
that.
notes.
There's a cursed Barbossa and little monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That monkey's frightening.
There's a burning Walker from Walking Dead. He's actually on fire. Colin's excited. I think Colin has his mute on and he forgot that it's muted.
No, I didn't forget.
Okay.
I'm trying to find that Daredevil.
Okay. Daredevil. Deadpool.
Oh, you said Deadpool?
Yeah.
Ah,
I was wondering why you were so excited. I thought you were
So
just
did I.
giving me go. But you're
Nah.
like super excited.
Nah.
Yeah, no, sorry.
All right, I'm good now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
the
dodged
first
a
one.
bullet there.
Mm.
Oh. What was that about fire?
A burning Walker from The Walking Dead that's on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nito Bambito.
Did you hear about the cursed Barbossa with a little monkey?
I did hear that.
Okay. So it's like his skeleton form, his super scary skeleton form.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's 4 new Conan O'Brien pops because that's a thing. There's a 6-inch Doomsday.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Go back.
Da-da-da.
Who is that?
Hair Bear from Hair Bear Bunch.
Okay, go.
Hair Bear.
Hair Bear Bunch.
No, the other one.
So,
Malcolm Merlin from Arrow.
oh, there you go.
Okay.
Go up. The other way. I'm sorry.
I'm
go
going.
down.
I'm going. Pajama Jack Skellington.
That's awesome. Sorry.
Pajama
Jack Skellington. He's in
Oh, yeah,
gray
yeah.
pajamas and he's reading a book.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, you'd like that one.
I still got to get the first Jack Skellington. I have Sally,
Mm.
and I have Oogie Boogie, but I don't have.
Oh.
For some reason, I didn't get Jack.
How do you not have Jack?
Couldn't find him.
Mm.
They re-release him every October, so it's alright. I'll just wait till
That
then.
makes sense. They have a Gorilla Grodd 6-inch.
Okay.
Bunch of vehicles. Five Nights at Freddy's. A Golden Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's. A Dorbs Stan Lee.
Oh, that's cool.
That's funny.
A Snoopy Rock the Vote. So he's red, white, and blue. He looks like an American flag, but he's
I've seen
Snoopy. Batman from Suicide Squad.
Oh, interesting.
It is interesting because he's wearing some sort of like breathing apparatus on his face. Like a
Maybe
it's
it's
like a gas mask type of thing.
I wonder if they did that because Ben Affleck's not going to be in it.
What? Yeah, he is.
Did they confirm if he's going to be in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, he did tons of shooting for that movie.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because they showed him like on the back of Joker's car and everything like
No,
that.
they showed Batman. They didn't show Ben Affleck.
Oh, maybe you're right. It would have to be, right?
I mean, maybe.
I'm just guessing it's a scene from the film where he has some sort of gas mask on, which is fascinating.
Yeah, because that means it has something to do with Joker.
Mm-hmm. They have a Pete's Dragon 2-pack. Are you a fan of Pete's Dragon?
I am.
I am.
It's
Is it like the cartoon version or
Yes.
the CG new
the
version?
cartoon version.
Cool.
And Pete's the boy. Pete's small. But the dragon.
That looks
What's
awesome.
the dragon's name?
Elliot.
Elliot is all clear, like the
Love
Bing
it.
Bong from last year.
Bing bong,
That's
bing
awesome.
bong. Confirmed. Ben Affleck is in Suicide
Okay,
Squad.
perfect. Mag the Mighty 6-inch pop from Game of Thrones. The giant. The wildling giant.
Oh. Oh.
Um,
Man.
Indiana Jones holding the golden idol and a whip.
Oh, that's cool. I have to get that one for sure.
Yep, it looks legit.
Holy moly.
Looks so
That's
good.
awesome.
My favorite though, absolute favorite, is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive BB-8.
Yeah, that one's cool.
What's exclusive, you say? What's different? What's the variant?
Go on.
He's sticking out his little arm with the flame, giving the thumbs up.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We need to know somebody going to Comic-Con.
Well, a lot of these will be sold in stores. So you have the Hot Topics, the
Oh,
Barnes and Noble
did it last year. That's right.
online stuff. They just never tell you ahead of time, really, until like the day before, which ones are going to be at which stores. They make it difficult, and some of them won't make it to stores. Some of them will be just exclusive to the show. But it's always an exciting time of year for Funko collectors. Val, what was that one you realized the other night that there was a Funko that was going for like thousands of dollars? That one pop. Do you remember? The Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah, that's right. How much was that going?
It was in like $7,000 or $8,000.
Oh, it was 8,699 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Crazy,
For
insane
Clockwork
amount.
Orange. I mean, that's a great movie.
Sure.
I just
Was it like recalled or something? Is that why it's so
I don't know. I
expensive?
just
I
don't think
never
they
looked it
made
up.
very much of them.
I hated that movie, so I'm glad.
Mm.
oh. All right.
But yeah, lots of Funko Pop collectors out there. It's gonna be fun, especially for. Could you imagine going to San Diego Comic Con and that's all you do is just wait in lines for Funko Pops?
100% people do that all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
I know. That seems
Like, people will do that for just reselling. Like, they'll go to San Diego
Yeah.
Comic Con just to buy stuff to resell
yeah,
it.
making money back of like the trip and everything. Pays for the
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
Essentially. Good stuff though. Good stuff. Let's go over some subscription boxes real quick. I've been meaning to do my reviews up on the website with this last month and everything that was pre-planning and E3 and then recovery from E3 and everything. I haven't got around to doing it. That's my bad. That's my fault. There has been a lot that I haven't done full reviews of, but we'll go over them kind of quickly here that we haven't talked about on the collector's edition. Val, you've seen most of these, so you could add your input. Let's start off with the. Well, let's go into May here. The Geek Fuel box for May. Do you remember that one, babe?
And I would have to see the inside of it.
Hmm.
That's how. Yeah.
Well, it started off with a game code like it always has. Then it had 2 postcards for Uncharted 4. Very beautiful vistas from the game. You'd appreciate those, Colin.
That's right. I remember that.
There is a map of Westeros
That's right.
and the
Okay.
free cities.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's a fascinating map to see, like, all laid out.
Is it cloth?
No.
No, it was-
unfortunately.
Hard cardstock.
Yeah. And they actually used it to, like, separate items in the box. Like, it wasn't like, here's a map. It was just like, oh, we need something to separate some items, and we're just going to print a map on the back of it. So,
Right.
cool idea, instead
It
of
was
just
awesome.
garbage. Then inside there is this little tiny burlap sack. You remember the little burlap sack?
Yep.
Do you remember what was in the little burlap sack?
Yep.
What was it?
The little Nathan Drake's treasure box.
There was a little treasure box with a little map on it. And Val, you like miniature things.
I like miniature things.
And this is a little miniature treasure box.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the treasure box, there was
Necklace.
With
a ring on it.
Yeah. Is
Nice.
the necklace and ring that Nathan Drake wears.
Right.
A replica of that.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, really cool. Like leather strap and like I don't know what the ring's made of, but I'm sure it's not a super valuable ring, but still, it's like an exact replica of what he would have worn. So
It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
yeah, pretty cool little item. There's a little mini Deadpool figurine in it of Deadpool sitting down when he's on the overpass drawing a picture of Deadpool shooting Francis,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
I remember that.
There was a shirt. It said Lannister Estates Vineyard or Tyrion's Vineyard
That was cool.
That's funny.
with like a chalice over spilled over with like grapes coming out of it. And it's a nice purple shirt. And it has the Lannister crest on it, holding a bunch of grapes. So cool little shirt. There's a nice Geek Fuel glass, like a pint.
Mm-hmm.
Nice quality. So it was a good box. It was a good
Yeah.
box. Maybe it was a good box for Geek Fuel.
Yeah.
And there was also a replica of the drawing of Deadpool shooting Francis, where he says "ouchie." So if you've seen the movie, it's the exact replica of that sketch. So pretty good. Loot Crate for May. Loot Crate was interesting for the month of May. The theme was battle. There was a shirt, a Warcraft shirt.
World of Warcraft shirt.
Mm-hmm. Because of the movie Warcraft. Colin, you saw the movie. How was it?
I did. So it was all right. I'll leave it at that.
Sure.
The visuals were some of the best I've ever seen. The action sequences were interesting. The characters were so one note that I just didn't care if they lived or died. So that was my issue with it.
Just a good one and done film.
Yeah, and I would really like them, like, they set it up for a sequel, and it may get a sequel because it's doing so well in China, but,
Right.
like, I was kind of bummed out that they also set it up as a franchise and not as a standalone movie and then building upon it.
Sure.
So,
Well-
but it was okay. I would watch it. I don't know if I'd see it in the theater. That's kind of how.
Well, there's always that risk of like, how do you make a sequel when you only intended to make one film, and you have to like come up with some really off-putting storyline to connect the movies, which is what I'm afraid is going to happen with Pacific Rim 2, because that was 100% meant to be a one and done film, and now they're going to try to make a sequel to it, which, spoiler alert, everything was pretty much resolved at the end of the first film.
Mm-hmm.
So, but John Boyega is going to be in it, so
it's good.
it can't be too bad.
Director of the first Daredevil season is directing it, so
Can't be too bad. There was one of those Q figs figurine. Q fig. I don't get him, but it's of Hulk, and he's landing on concrete, and concrete's like breaking around him, and they're trying to be like Funko, but the quality is just not as good as Funko figurines, and I don't know. I don't really like them. Do you like them, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Of the Q figs?
The Q figs?
No, the only... Okay, so of course, every time I get a box, if it's something that I don't want, I try and sell it on eBay.
Sure.
Or if it's something new in the box like this, with a barcode, I can send it into Amazon. And these resell on Amazon. They're slow moving. But for like $13 or $14.
No, not bad.
But the Deadpool, the white one, 30 some odd dollars.
There was also this weird thing that was a Dragon Ball Z inspired thing, and it's a
inspired.
Well, I don't know where it is. I have no idea.
It's from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
but it's a yellow
keychain.
ball, and it has 4 red stars on it, and then there's a dragon that's wrapped around it.
Yeah,
but it's like a little plushie, but it has like a little clip on, so you can like clip it onto your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It's the weirdest thing ever, Colin.
It's a keychain, and it's wrapped around
But it's too big
the
to be a
main.
keychain.
Oh,
It,
I
it's like softball size.
You would put that on your backpack or something, like
Yeah,
that
but it's
flower
just
that we got.
egregiously big to
Okay.
hang on
Plus-
anything.
that Dragon Ball is Gohan and Goku's Dragon Ball that they have
So,
growing up.
so who's the dragon that's wrapped around it?
Shenron.
It's a green.
He is a green dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He grants you one wish if you collect all 7 Dragon Balls.
Has anybody ever done that?
Yes, many times.
Oh, good. I'm sure for fans of Dragon Ball Z, like, it means something. Like, I look at it, and it looks like it's a chew toy for a dog. Like, that's just, like, my first impression of it. It's just like, eh. Or, like, a little stuffed animal that you'd win at, like, a carnival when you pay, like, $20 to pop some balloons, and you finally pop enough to get a little stuffed animal, and this is what you get. That's about, like, what I imagine this thing to be. Not the best quality is what I'm saying. Speaking of not the best quality, was the big item that they kind of hung their hats on, was the Infinity Gauntlet oven mitt.
Oh,
It's an oven mitt that's designed
awesome.
to
Which
look like
actually
the
was really
Infinity
cool looking.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Looks
Mhm.
fantastic, right? Beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a problem with it though, Colin.
An oven mitt?
Yeah. They had to do an immediate recall of it after a couple days of people getting their boxes.
Yeah.
Because
That
somebody
doesn't surprise me at all.
tried to use it as an oven mitt, as it's described as an oven mitt that is capable of holding very high temperatures. Like, they encourage you to use it as an oven mitt. It's not
Mhm.
labeled as like a prop or anything like that. It melted
Sure.
and burned people's hands.
Yep.
As oven mitts are not supposed to do.
So they came out with a Power Glove oven mitt,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe the same thing happened with that one too. They recalled it, and then they had to do actual R&D, and then they re-released it.
Probably the same company,
Probably.
unfortunately.
These
But,
were
like,
probably the rejects. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's sad because it's so cool, but then it's like that could just melt in your hand, like in just a couple seconds of 400-degree temperature, and that's not what you want never meant to do. So
No.
they gave people the option of sending it back and getting a replacement item of equal or lesser value, or just keeping it for decoration, but they encourage people never to use it as an oven mitt again. Just, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you could really fault Loot Crate for it, but you have to think that you should maybe do your own R&D
Research?
when adding items that people would use in real circumstances, you know?
I mean, it does seem logical.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a little
However-
figurine that just sits on a shelf. Like, it's something that you're using to prevent yourself from burning your hands off. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy talk. There was also the Funko Star Wars Bounty Hunters box that came out. And the theme was... Oh, yeah, Bounty Hunters. I just said that. Duh. The Smuggler's Bounty is the name of the box. And then the theme was Bounty Hunters. Got that?
Got it.
The patch included in that was Boba Fett. Duh. The pin that was included was some lizard face guy that I don't know his name of. But I think he's another bounty hunter.
He has Bosk.
Sure. Sounds right. There's a really cool shirt that has like all the different bounty hunters. Oh, it is Bosk. Yes. Bossk. Good job.
Yeah,
Has
it
a bunch of different bounty hunters. It's a blue shirt and it's all yellow sketches of the bounty hunters, has their names and their weapons and whatnot. It was a really cool shirt. At E3, when we're staying in a hotel room... Hello? Colin?
Hello?
Hey, that was weird.
That was very strange.
We're still recording, so I don't know what happened.
Well, couldn't hear you at all for a second there.
Okay, well, I'm sure the listening audience did, but just to make sure that everybody's on par with what's going on. Blue shirt, yellow sketches of many different bounty hunters, has their names and weapons and everything. It says Star Wars Bounty Hunters on the front. A really cool shirt. Jason pointed out when we were at E3, that there is a spelling error on the shirt. There is it's bad on my picture that I have here, but one of the bounty hunters is some sort of assassin, and they spelled assassin wrong.
Oh yeah.
Instead of ASSASSIN, they spelled it ASSASIN. I'm sure somebody got fired over that one.
I'm just saying.
How do they
design
saying. Something like that and just ignore the squiggly red line that comes up? I'm just saying.
Maybe they didn't get
Maybe it was made in China, which is probably where it actually was made.
Possibly. There were 2 pop figurines, Funko Pops, in the box as well. One of them was the robot bounty hunter IG-88.
IG-88.
I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I am. He was a terrible boss in Shadow of the Empire. So hard to beat.
He looks terrible.
He was awesome.
And the second one was a Boba Fett Funko Pop. But this Boba Fett is accelerating up into the air, and he has like his jet stream like shooting out of his jetpack. So like it's the Funko Pop is actually elevated off the base with like the burning fuel expulsion propelling him up into the air. It's really cool. It's awesome. It's fantastic.
I'll take your word for it.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing, Val.
I saw it, babe, in real life.
Fantastic.
I got to touch
Would you just look at it?
It's true. She did see it in real life. The only other box to talk about in May was the Funko DC box. What's the name of that box? Don't remember. Oh, Legion of Collectors. There we go. And that was the theme for May was the DC TV shows.
I thought, okay.
And there was a Supergirl patch. There was an Atom pin. There was a really cool Arrow t-shirt.
I don't remember that t-shirt.
Says, what, Star City, only weapon, Oliver Queen, and it has a picture of Green Arrow on the front shooting a arrow like he does. It's a pretty cool, well-designed shirt.
I'd say he does that.
It's a black t-shirt. Not my fave.
I don't like black t-shirts.
But I like the green on it. It's a cool design. And it's not a Funko Pop design. It's like actual Oliver Queen. So that's cool.
Yeah.
A Flash comic book with a variant cover. And then there was the Supergirl Rock Candy vinyl collectible. Rock Candies are like their new line of random Funko things. Which was okay. And then there was a Jay Garrick vinyl figure, pop vinyl. Jay Garrick, of course, is the old Flash.
Yeah, he's Flash from Earth 1, I think.
With the
or
metal
2.
helmet thing.
Yeah, he's like the OG.
Flash from the old TV show? The
OG Flash.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was...
Because there was an old TV show way back in the day, and then there was one in the early aughts that I used to watch. That's what it's called. And then now.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill reprised his role in the new Flash. He was the trickster in the Flash that was out in the 80s. And then he reprised his role in the new Flash that's on now.
Good to know.
That was interesting.
So because I'm not like a huge fan of the DC TV shows, I've never seen any of them. I knew this box wasn't going to be like super stellar for me. I like the t-shirt.
I think you would like those shows if you gave them a chance.
Probably, but now I can't watch them anymore because Val canceled cable, so...
Netflix, hello.
There's other good things on Netflix to watch, like Jessica Jones and season 2 of Daredevil.
Oh, yeah. What are you guys doing right
Daredevil?
now? Marathoning Gilmore Girls.
Okay, we're doing that too.
Worth it.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it is. We've gotten a couple new boxes this month.
Yeah.
We could go over.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about this. Also, did you tell everybody what you do with all your patches?
Oh, yeah, actually, because every collector's edition I always talk about, like, I have nothing to do with my patches or pins. Still have no idea what I'm going to do with the pins. However,
I have a good idea for the pins.
okay, we'll have to talk.
Okay.
Jason found a Reddit post that somebody pointed out what they do with their patches from all their sub boxes. Fantastic idea. You take the patch, you take a magnet, you attach a magnet to it, and then you turn it into a fridge magnet.
So what this person had done was bought the magnet sheets, traced out the patch, cut the magnet, and then attached it to the so the whole patch is the magnet sheet.
Right.
I suggested using the dots instead because those magnet sheets are not very strong. They don't hold anything.
Right. They barely stick.
They barely hold anything on the fridge ever. Yeah. I imagine you could probably get another strength of it, but that would so you just went and bought the dots and they're adhesive, so you just stuck them on.
They're pretty strong
Eventually,
magnets.
if they do come off, we could just hot glue them on,
Right.
but you just stuck them on and they look awesome on our fridge.
Yeah.
I would make a quilt out of them.
That'd be a good idea too.
A couple more and we'll have enough.
I mean, these ones come off, so
That's true.
of their magnet, so we could always repurpose them. I think that you should do the same thing with the pins.
Just break off the pin part and
Just
make magnets.
cut off the pin part and make magnets.
It's doable. So the couple boxes, we can't talk about Loot Crate because neither one of us got Loot Crates this month.
For some reason, my Loot Crate didn't. I just got the email the other day with the tracking information.
Even though you took money out a long time ago. And I haven't received my free one. So what's up with that, Loot Crate? Where you at? What's going on with that? That's what I'd like to know. Unfortunately, there's nobody I could talk to or follow up on with hey, how come I'm not getting that free crate that I shouldn't be getting in the first place? I didn't get it this month. So, what do you want to talk about, babe? The Geek Fuel or the Marvel Women of Power box?
Marvel.
So, Marvel Collection Core.
Collector Core.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me.
Corpse.
It reminds me. Speaking of which, do you know that this podcast was sponsored by a good friend, Atari Alex? Alex Correjo.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's a good news.
I don't know how I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, Alex. You can find Alex on Twitter at Atari
sorry.
Alex.
I'm more sorry than you're sorry.
Co-host of the ABC podcast.
Yes.
Go over to iTunes, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are sold, even though it's free. Look up ABC Podcast, download it, check it out, leave him reviews. Him and his buddy are doing really fun things over there. They got a little good thing going. I like it. I enjoy it. Collector's Edition is sponsored by Alex via Patreon, and I will remind everybody at the end of this episode as well. So thank you, Alex. Thank you for putting up with me saying Collection Corpse for so long, but it is Collection Core. Even though I still feel like they should just spell it without a P. It seems ridiculous. This month was the Women of Power.
Power.
And the patch was Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
The new Miss Marvel.
Right.
What's her name?
Miss Marvel.
No, her actual person name.
I forgot.
She's a super.
I can't remember.
Person.
Not the pin is Spider Woman, the old Spider Woman. I don't know why they decided to use Spider Woman, but I digress. The shirt, really cool Heather Gray T-shirt of Spider Gwen, and it's just the black silhouette of Spider Gwen's face, and it says Spider Gwen in black in the Spider Gwen font. It's fantastic. Right, Val?
Right.
You love it.
I do love it.
There's Civil War II comic book with the pop vinyl variant cover, of course. It came with 2 Marvel mystery minis, but they weren't mysteries because they told you exactly what was going to be in each box. One of them being Captain Marvel and one of them being She-Hulk. Little tiny bobbleheads. They look fantastic.
Yeah.
The coup de grace of the box, though, the big ticket item was a Funko vinyl pop of Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, that was
Squirrel Girl.
Full-size Squirrel Girl and a little miniature squirrel.
Tiny squirrel.
It is the second smallest Funko Pop bobblehead that they have made, only next to the very small Ant-Man that they made a while back. But this squirrel is small and it's adorable, right, Val?
Adorable.
You love it. Overall, great box.
All tiny things.
They did really good with the Women of Power box.
I'm super bummed I didn't jump on that train.
Geek Fuel was good as well. It had a comic book of Sherlock called A Study in Pink.
And I love that show.
With your boy Cumberbatch on it.
Our boys.
Your boy.
Our boy.
Your boy.
There's another code for a game called Bit Evolution. PC nerds would appreciate that.
Hey, throw that over here.
Mm-hmm. Val has a collection of them. What are you doing? You're ripping off stickers?
Yeah.
Off your laptop?
They look really bad.
Yeah, but now it looks worse.
Stop it.
Oh, boy.
Talk amongst...
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. There was a stamp, a fun little stamp.
That was cool.
A Donkey Kong stamp.
Yonky dong.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey King stamp.
I like it. There was a couple non-permanent tattoos. Meowth and Pikachu.
Meow.
Oh, I did see those.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot. I've already forgotten. Oh, that was my favorite.
There was a container of called a Turtle Trainer, and inside was a stress ball. You're familiar with stress balls, right, Colin?
Yes, they are squishy
Use them all
and
the time.
stressful.
It was shaped like a Pokeball.
Oh, nice.
However, it was not quite a Pokeball because it was not colored to be a Pokeball.
Oh.
It was actually a Pokeball disguised as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So on one side it was a green shell. On the other side it was the yellow,
the under part of a shell.
soft turtle belly.
Well,
And
that's
then
a good way
separating
to put
it.
That's way nicer.
Which you would normally think of the Pokeball being... Wait, no. Is there a middle line in a Pokeball? I can't remember what Pokeball looks like. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
the black line.
black
Yes.
line.
Okay, instead of a black line, you could get one of 4 different colors that correspond with your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Ah.
I unfortunately
So
did not get red.
What you're saying is it's not a Pokeball.
But it's made
But
to
it's
look
made
exactly
to
like a
look
Pokeball
like a
because there
Pokeball.
is that white dot in the center that you would push to activate said Pokeball.
Nope.
Here,
It's
I'm going
not
to send you a
Pokeball.
picture right now, Colin.
I
It's
mean,
not trademarked. It's not paid by Nintendo.
It even uses the Pokemon font for this thing.
Listen,
Listen.
I'm going to get a hold of Ken and Sebastian, and we're going to talk about this.
Okay, you do that. Gotta watch.
They're the experts. You are not an expert.
No, not at all. But I am an expert of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I do know-
Only Raphael. I don't know anything about those other
I know.
losers. Those losers, I mean...
I got Leonardo. When I say
I
got
saw that new
Leonardo,
Ninja Turtle movie, by
Val
the
got
way.
Leonardo.
did you like it, Colin?
No, I didn't.
Mm,
I was really hoping I would like it, but it was so...
cheesy.
I enjoyed the first one.
Mhm.
It was so, like, everything just conveniently happened just for no reason, and there's no explanation. Like, Donatello knows alien technology and knows how to hack it.
Duh.
So,
It's Donatello.
yeah.
This is
I mean,
established.
Sure.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is they brought out, like, all the toys when I was a kid characters kind of showed up.
Yeah.
They had the turtle truck that shot, like, sewer.
Yes.
What are they called? Manhole
Manhole
covers?
covers,
I think?
yep.
Yeah, they had that came out, and then like little side compartments that
Oh
like
my god, I
attach
forgot
alarms.
about those toys.
Yep, and they had Rocksteady and Bebop, which they were great. Krang really bothered me. The voice of Krang was Fred Armiston,
Oh,
the
really?
guy from
Yeah.
Portlandia?
from Portlandia. He
That's not-
really bothered me. His voice did not. Krang has a very distinct
Yes. Yes.
I ate too much food at a buffet and I'm gonna die. Turtles, I ate too much food. You didn't sound like that at all. So,
That's sad.
That's
so it's all right.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
So it's gonna give it. It's all right.
Sure. Rounding up the box was a T-shirt. No, there's 2 more things. A T-shirt that said Big League Pikachu, and it had a Pikachu with his green baseball cap and a yellow and blue baseball jersey on.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. I wanted that.
It's so good.
it's so good.
Bambito.
I gave it to Josh.
It basically looks like the Big League Chew package.
Yeah. That's super awesome.
And the final item, which had Val super stoked,
That was my favoriteest.
is called a Super 1-Up Planting Pot. You're thinking, what is that? It is
Indeed.
a container that you put soil and you put seeds in to grow stuff. That is shaped and painted to look like a warp pipe from Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Cool, right?
Like you would see the piranha plants coming out of.
But
That is super awesome.
Well,
I
the
want
best
that.
part.
It gets better. It gets better. Val, why does it get better?
on the back of, so in every Geek Fuel they do a little magazine. They talk about their different items. On the back of the Geek Fuel magazine was a mail-in rebate for you to get your own Venus flytrap plant
For free.
for free.
Oh my god.
You just mail it in and they send you a free Venus flytrap that you could grow in your 1-Up planting pot.
Isn't that the best?
I think
I was like,
Venus flytraps are the scariest things on the
they
planet.
are pretty frightening.
The reason being is they should not do that. They are plants. They should not be doing that.
When we went to the Oregon
Why-
Gardens a few weeks ago,
why do they
we went into the area where they have
Tropical
the
garden.
tropical gardens, and they have a whole fish tank aquarium of Venus flytraps and like moss and this whole little habitat growing in there. And Josh was telling Kylie, who was with us, this is a carnivorous plant, and I was just like, that doesn't even sound right. That's not a thing. And then you just, sure enough, you look at the little description. It says carnivorous plants. I was like, oh, that's terrible. That's so
Those-
weird.
And praying mantises just freak me out. I'm like, they are from another planet. They
think-
do not.
Having
Why are
grown
they
up
here?
in Arizona, praying mantis was something I saw all the time.
Well, I grew up in Idaho. I saw them all the time too, but they're still
Okay.
every single time I see them, they look like aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't think they look like aliens.
Well, they don't look like any other bug. That's the thing.
But Venus
They're
flytraps
so
are
unique.
bizarre.
So soon we're going to have a Venus flytrap growing in a warp pipe, and we're basically going to reenact Mario Brothers here in the house.
Sweet.
I'm
Can
wondering
I be
if
Luigi?
we have to buy like
Definitely.
special lamps and stuff for the plant.
I don't think so.
Because we live in a really,
It's
like,
true.
it's not very humid around here. They don't,
That's true.
they thrive in those kind of environments. Hello, Florida.
Hello, Florida. That's all. That's all for subscription boxes. That's enough. That's a lot of subscription boxes.
That was.
One thing I want to cover, and that's all the stuff that I brought home from my E3 trip.
Your travels.
Most of it was for Val.
It was! It was so amazing.
So Val asked me that while I was in Disneyland, I get her a
Because why?
Disneyland Starbucks mug.
He was
Yeah.
at E3 during the week of our 3-year anniversary, which isn't that big of a deal. Like, I'm not
Oh, I know,
hugely
because you didn't
keen on
even
that kind of
mention it.
stuff. What?
You didn't even mention it.
Well, because okay, so
That's how big of a deal it was.
I just am not like a big celebrator of things. I never have been. Like, don't rely on me to throw you a surprise party. Like, this is just a general statement to anybody because I just won't. I'm just not, like, even for the kids, I've never done big birthday celebrations. It's always been like intimate family gatherings or whatever. So anyways, I asked you to bring me back some cool stuff since you were going to be doing cool stuff
Yep.
in California.
Mhm.
And you brought me back some really
Well, one
fucking
of the
cool-
things you said is
really
a
freaking cool
Starbucks Disneyland mug. I'm like, okay, I got this. This is simple. And I was like, is there a Starbucks in Disneyland? You're like,
Yes,
yeah, of course. And I
there
asked
is.
Brett. He's like, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Jason's
on
like, yeah,
Main
of
Street.
course. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a piece of cake. Like, I'm just going to stroll in there, buy the Starbucks Disneyland mug, and stroll on out. Wasn't that simple, Colin. Wasn't that simple. Because not only did they have the Starbucks Disneyland mugs, but then they had the Starbucks Disneyland tumblers and travel mugs and they had the Starbucks Disneyland 60th anniversary edition mugs. And then they had miniature versions of the mugs and the little travel mugs.
Well, of course.
And I'm like, oh crap! I cannot walk out of the store with just one Disneyland mug when there's all these other Disneyland mugs. She wasn't specific. I don't even know if she knows about this stuff. Maybe this is a test. Maybe she knows about all this stuff and she's seen which one I bring home. If I bring home all of them, if I bring home just one, like, it was stressing me out. So I just had to buy one of everything.
Honestly, you're a noob.
I made the right call, though, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but here's the thing: is I thought you were a professional.
Should have been.
It's Disney marketing.
I just didn't
machine.
realize that there would be so many different options.
Everything.
I don't buy mugs.
Has many options.
I don't go into Starbucks, Colin.
Another thing that I collect is mugs,
There's options
and I
for
like
everything.
cool mugs. Whether they be traveler tumblers or just mugs I have in my house. Like, I have a really hard time getting rid of mugs that I love so much. Like, we have an overabundance of mugs for the only one person that drinks coffee and then the once a year that we drink hot chocolate. Like, right. We have a lot of mugs, but I can't bear to part with them. So you brought me home.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
So I walk out of the store, that's Starbucks, with way too many mugs and liquid containers. And I'm thinking, okay, I did good. I got like one of everything I could possibly get. This is fantastic. Then I found out something horrifying, Colin.
What is that?
California Adventure? They have their own set.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't they? Because that's a totally separate park.
Right.
That's not a Disneyland. That's California Adventure.
No.
So I had to get a whole set from there, too.
Sure.
Of course I did.
Right.
And I got little Christmas tree ornaments of little Starbucks mugs.
Oh.
Because that's how far down I went, Colin. That's the rabbit hole I fell down in, buddy.
A little information. I got the You Are Here mugs. I got one from Disneyland and one from California Adventure. So they're different mugs, and Starbucks has one for every state, every city, everywhere, every country. It's insane. And they're highly coveted by collectors, and they're also sold for a ridiculous amounts of money, especially if you have Alaska. Like, for some reason, Alaska Starbucks mug will get you like $70. Because nobody comes back
from Alaska.
That's not true. Yeah. I'm back from Alaska.
Are you actually back from Alaska?
I am. So so anyways, so you got me one from Disneyland and one from California Adventure. And then to those, you got the miniature espresso size of You Are Here mugs. So there's the regular size and then the espresso size. I have matchy of those. You also got me a 60th anniversary cold cup tumbler. Disneyland 60th anniversary cold cup tumbler that's got the diamonds all over it. It's not diamond encrusted. It's like got diamond shapes. You know. And yeah. And then like the lid is all funky cut to look like it's a diamond sides. So that's a 16 ounce. Then you got me a ornament, a Christmas tree ornament that's a miniature size that matches that. And then you also got me a mug with a handle, a big 60th anniversary mug with a handle, which also has a miniature espresso size. And then I also got from you the ceramic tumbler. It's a double-walled ceramic tumbler. It's probably, of the ones that you got me, and I love them all, it is my favorite, and I will probably use it the most.
And that was the only generic one because it was just Disney
because
parks.
it is so simple. It's just Starbucks logo, and then it's got like it says Disney Parks on it. I think I left it in the car on accident. It says Disney Parks on it. It has like this like a rainbow of colors, and there's different shapes, and I want to say it's like Peter Pan and Wendy, and they're like flying to the and through stars, and it's just really simple and basic, but it's so it's a double-walled ceramic tumbler. It's 12-ouncer. And then of that, they didn't have a miniature version of that, but they did have a Christmas tree ornament that was similar in the design as far as the printing on the side of it. However, the miniature is the cold cup tumbler with the straw. So it's supposed to be its miniature. However, it's not exactly the same, but I know where you went with it because
Right.
I noticed the design matches. So, of every mug that I got a little miniature mug to go with it. And I told Josh I wanted to drink coffee. I'm going to make a pot of coffee and fill up each cup. The big cup and the little cup, and then drink out of them both.
If you drink enough coffee, you will be in Disneyland.
Pretty much.
So I put the ornaments on my bookshelf. I'm probably going to put the the 3 tiny mugs also on my bookshelf as just display because they're so stinking cute. I don't have the heart to take my 3 mugs, my You Are Here mugs, and then the 60th anniversary, like out of their boxes. Like for some reason, I can't do that. The double wall ceramic didn't come in a box.
Nope.
And I love it. I've been using it ridiculously. And I actually used my Starbucks cold drink cup. I went to Dutch Brothers and got a Dutch freeze and handed them that cup. This straw is really cool. It's got glitter in it and it's kind of bent. And I was like, I'm sorry, I understand this is sacrilege, but can I please get a small Dutch freeze in my Starbucks cup? Because I really wanted coffee that day and I just wanted something cold. And I wasn't near Starbucks. I was near Dutch Brothers. So
Sure.
Anyways.
Also, Dutch Brothers doesn't care. They're super nice.
They don't. I know.
Walk into a Starbucks with a Dutch Bros cup, though, and see what happens.
They wouldn't care. They'd be like, who's Dutch Bros?
Yeah, exactly. How many locations do they have? Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So I went overboard with buying mugs and cups and stuff.
But it was the best.
Yeah.
Because I love mugs.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks, while Starbucks coffee is not my absolute favorite coffee, I do
like their product.
as far as like the accessibility of them. And I do like their merchandise, and I do like there is one particular drink there that I fancy like no other. So I do enjoy me a Starbucks quad flat white.
For those out there wondering.
Just in case you
I was
didn't know,
wondering.
for a tall quad flat white.
In case anybody wants
It's
to buy a
about
valid
almost
coffee.
$6.
Josh,
Gonna
what
send
coffee
gift
do you
cards.
like?
I can give you my gift card
Anything
number
with
and
a
you
lot
can
of
just load
caramel.
money on it for me.
A lot of caramel.
Yeah, anytime I get him a drink or something from there, I'm like,
One time.
Yeah, the one time.
And you
I
didn't
was
even order it. It was free.
But when they told me what it was, I was like, yes, he will drink that. I can't drink it because it doesn't taste like coffee.
Mm.
You drink it, though. You enjoyed it.
It was okay. I got like 3/4 of the way through it.
It was a caramel frap.
Uh,
No, caramel macchiato.
Mm.
But it was like
Extra,
extra
caramel.
caramel. Yeah.
Caramel was good.
It's a weenie drink.
Yeah.
When I was at E3,
Hold on. Oh, do I get to talk about the other thing you brought me back?
what other thing? Sure.
Okay. You also brought me back a wand, Hermione Granger wand replica from Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Woo! The kids are fascinated with it. The kids think it's the best thing ever. Like, Alexis is like, Mom, can you take it out of the box? Can I hold it? Super fascinated with it. I also got a scarf from oh my gosh, I forgot their house.
Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Gryffindor.
From Gryffindor house. I got a scarf.
I got a wand too.
You got a wand.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Death Eater wand, you nasty, nasty boy.
It was the coolest wand.
It doesn't matter.
Has a
The
skull
Death
on it,
Eaters
like-
are the worst people.
It's pretty badass though.
Harry Potter, the boy who lives, come to die.
Jason got a wand of those of we should not speak of.
He got Voldemort's wand?
Because he
I
already
got
had Harry
Dumbledore's
Potter's,
wand.
so he wanted like good and even.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
Also, you can't say his name in that shop.
Well, yeah.
They get
You're not
mad at you.
supposed to.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say it in Diagon Alley at all.
They get really mad.
Actually, you're not supposed to say it at all. Ever.
Do they splash butterbeer in your face? Because they do. I'd say it
No,
over and
that's-
over and over.
that-
You
That's a
brought me
reward,
some
not a
butterbeer
punishment.
fudge.
Mhm.
That was quite delicious.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not quite as good as butterbeer itself, but you know,
I liked it.
E3.
Sorry, that was all.
No, it's okay. These shows, events, Comic Cons, and not Comic Cons, like PAXs and stuff. A lot of the booths and stuff like to give out free swag. E3, they give out some swag. Last year, they gave out a lot of the booths gave out some free stuff. there's like this fine line though between E3 and PAX. Like PAX is like a fan event, right? You go there, you buy tickets. Like it's cool to walk around and like get free swag. At E3, I feel it's kind of weird because it's supposed to be like a trade show for like the people in the industry and people reporting on it. So to give away like free swag and like free like essentially advertising for stuff, like just it feels kind of weird. Like you see people walking around with like the giant Persona bags that have straps on them that you can wear as backpacks, and they just throw every free thing that they can inside of it. And look, if you go to E3 and you just want to go there and collect a whole bunch of free swag, like more power to you. Like I feel like there's a lot better things that you could be doing at E3 than just collecting stuff. Mm-hmm. I got the Green Arrow Lego Dimensions minifig.
Lucky.
I mean, it's not really swag. It's an actual figure, and it's what we do at Toys for Games is talk about figures and collectibles and such. But I did pick up a few things. Sea of Thieves was a game that like had like one of the biggest lines at E3 for people to play. And it wasn't... I thought it was like, wow, everybody's like really jazzed to play Sea of Thieves. No, it's because they're giving away a Sea of Thieves t-shirt if you played the demo. Mm. So everybody was doing that. I did not do that. I did not wait in that line for that.
I heard that game is really good, though.
Sure, yeah. But it just... Of all the games there, that was like the second longest line. And I don't know if that game probably deserves to have the second longest line. Just personal opinion.
Looks really good.
Anyway, free t-shirts make lines a lot bigger.
It's true.
But there wasn't this year as much free swag as there was last year, I noticed.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. But I was okay with that, so I didn't have to worry about like going around trying to get free stuff or that kind of things. I did randomly pick up a pack of Elder Scrolls Legends playing cards.
Oh, they actually made physical cards for
that?
Yeah,
and I got a pack of 5 cards. Still in the packaging.
Cool.
It's shiny, looks pretty cool. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it.
I know what you can do with it.
Hush.
They should make physical Gwent cards.
I know. I think they have, actually.
I know someone made, like, a fan made them, but I didn't think there was any official ones yet.
Maybe not. I don't know. At the Zelda booth, though, which was fantastic, Colin. I tried to send you as many pictures as I could.
Yeah, I appreciate
because
that. Because last year, you didn't send me crap.
Yeah.
This year, you sent me a bunch. I was very happy.
Last year, I was kind of overwhelmed by everything. This year, I'm just like, I'm here for a purpose.
I got this.
Also, they turned their entire booth into Hyrule, like we talked about. So I felt like we had to pat ourselves on the back for that one.
We had a lot of predictions happen, and people were tweeting at me and saying, "Oh, you got it right." And I was like, I don't even remember saying that, but thank you.
I'm glad people were paying attention to us.
Yeah, we did.
So waiting in line to play Zelda, it was a 2-hour wait. First day, doors open at 12 o'clock. We were in line at 12:01, and we still had to wait 2 hours to get to play Zelda Breath of the Wild. Totally worth it. But by doing so, by playing the 2 demos for a total of 45 minutes, you got rewarded with 2 items. They give you a nice little punch card. You played 1 demo, they stamped it once, you finished the other demo, as if you're just going to walk away and not play the second demo. They stamp your card twice, then you go over to the exchange booth, and you hand them your ticket, and they give you 2 items. One of which was a nice aqua blue t-shirt that said Zelda Breath of the Wild on it.
Cool.
Those ones that you saw like on the streams and everything. Fantastic. I love it. I love the color. Everything looks fine. The second item, Colin, remember when I said I was sad that I didn't get you Flash 100-yard dash Tsum Tsum?
Yeah.
But I said that I may have gotten something for you that might be better.
Yeah.
I'm holding it in my hand right now. And it was the second item that I got from the Zelda booth. And that is, of course, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild gold coin.
What?
Sorry, Val's phone is making the audio go robotic. Sorry, babe. You're eBaying, I know.
No, it wasn't.
Colin just said robotic.
Oh, but I wasn't eBaying.
Oh.
There we go. Nice and clear.
Yay! Audio.
That's true. I was eBaying. I did do that. I stopped though. I started doing something else.
Anyway, so it is a gold coin, Colin.
Gold coin.
On one side of it, it says Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and on the back side, it has the mirror with the eyeball and the 3 triangles above it.
Let me see.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, it's a legit coin. It's in a plastic case.
Oh my god, I
It
want to
is-
take it
yeah,
out.
that's
It's got
a-
a Nintendo sticker covering it,
That's
so you can tell
100% better.
Yeah.
on the side.
Wait, you don't want it?
Here's the thing. I had it. I'm like, this is gonna be cool, and then it's just gonna sit on my Nintendo shelf. I'll never see it except when I'm dusting and cleaning stuff. I know how big of a Zelda fan you are.
Yeah, you're
you will
kind of a
appreciate
Zelda
this
freak.
1,000 times more than I ever would.
Man.
So it's yours.
That's exciting. Yay!
It's absolutely yours.
Swag.
He told me that when he got home. I got this cool, because we were talking about swag. He's like, I got this cool coin, but I think I'm going to give it to Colin. And I was like, why? And he said, because I didn't get him anything. I couldn't get him anything cool. And this is just going to sit on my Nintendo shelf. And he'd really like it. And I was like, that's probably really true.
Yeah.
So.
Hayden's gonna look at that and be like, I want this immediately. He's crazy about that stuff. I'm excited.
Well, it's yours, buddy.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm looking it up on eBay to see what they're going for. Filter this up. Sold items. $50, $60, $55, $60. Yeah, about $60.
Cool.
Ooh, one sold for $100 with a shirt.
Well, I won't be selling it, so I'm not worried.
Oh, and I'm also not giving you the shirt. So, I mean, I don't care if you sell it. You can sell it if you want. I don't care.
I don't want to sell it.
But I knew that you would like it. I know how big of a Zelda fan you are.
Yes, I'm a huge Zelda fan.
Yes. So this is a very cool little token of my appreciation for everything that you do, Colin.
Yeah. Finally, I'm getting paid.
Don't expect a Christmas bonus.
Oh.
That's it. That's about all I'll talk about. Val, you have anything?
Oh, you got new Disney Infinity characters.
For what? What?
Collector's edition. We're not talking about what we collect.
No, not for the figures. That's the regular Toys for Games podcast. And I already talked about that on the last show.
I
Picked
haven't
up the-
listened to it yet. I'm a couple shows behind.
The Dory and Nemo figures
Yeah.
that released. Yeah.
Sad.
Crazy. You crazy.
Prime Day is July 12th.
Yeah, is it going to be as
Yeah.
bad as last year?
Well, I hope not. They say it's not. They say it's not. But it probably will be about the same.
They also said last year was going to be remarkable, so.
Yeah, everybody was expecting it to be Black Friday, and I was like, oh, you took 5% off a couple things. Thanks, Amazon. So we'll see.
We will.
I will be checking it out come the 12th. They said that a lot of the stuff that was actually a really good deal sold out almost immediately at 12 o'clock. So they said there was an interview with one of the Amazon executives saying that they are going to be stocking significantly more product for those really special sales. So
Yeah. Last year it just felt like they were just trying to get rid of stuff they didn't want.
yeah, it was like a lot of hype for garbage that's always already on those
Right,
lightning
right.
deals.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, we have an email I've been holding on to.
Check the email.
I mean, you guys aren't Jason.
Check the
But
email.
this isn't addressed to Jason and I. It's just addressed to the Collectors Club. So that's what we are tonight.
Collectors Club.
Yeah, it's from Gabe Perez.
Gabe.
Over in Queens, the NYC. Gabe writes in and says, are there any things that you have seen people collect that you just don't get or wish you could have gotten into? I wish I had a chance to get into retro games. To sit and play some of my favorite NES and Genesis games would be awesome, and even get into the Super Nintendo games would be cool. But I have a Wii U, Wii, PS4 games I still haven't even started. So what about you guys? Is there anything that you guys would like to go, like, wish you would have started collecting a long time ago and, like, now feel like it's too late, or collections that people own that you just don't understand? It's a double-sided question.
I mean, going off of what he was saying, about not having time to play stuff. I collect specific retro games. I don't play them. I like them on the shelf. They look nice on the shelf for me.
Right.
As for things I don't understand, there's a lot. For example, Happy Meal toys. A lot of people collect those, and they leave them in the plastic.
Why?
Why? You just have a bin of plastic toys.
In
or
plastic.
Toys that you can't even see them.
You can't even play with them.
No, like you can't. Like, okay, so I have a lot of my Amiibo inbox. I can see them. Like, they visually look appealing. They're not in a plastic bag that's just going to sit in a bin somewhere.
I feel you.
That's weird.
I feel you.
I wish that I wouldn't have gotten rid of things that I collected when I was a kid.
I agree with that too.
Because I was huge into McDonald's toys, especially of the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs variety. The McDonald's figurines that came in the tiny movie boxes.
Yes.
I saw those at a garage sale, but it wasn't a complete set. And I was sitting there going, if I got these, I would end up looking up the ones that are missing and trying to get them. So I totally walked away from those. And then I had Muppet Babies from McDonald's, the figurines, like Kermit, like on the skateboard and stuff like that. Those were really cute. So I wish I would have kept those, all of my Lisa Frank stuff, not just to sell on eBay, but like because it's just so nostalgic. I do have my tiny collection of troll dolls that I don't know what I'm going to do with, that I just kind of like think about every once in a while and remember how I was so into them and used to make homes for them. But like
a crazy fad too.
It was, and it's coming back too. Like,
oh yeah, well they're making a movie.
Right. It's so bizarre, but and like all the Rainbow Bright stuff that I had, the sheet sets that I had, like I was obsessed with that kind of stuff, and I collected anything I could get my hands on that were related to that as a child. So, I wouldn't say that there's like, I wish I would have gotten into Tsum Tsums a little bit earlier, because I feel like I've missed some. And actually, just looking at, there's a Tsum Tsum website that has like it shows you of all the Mickey and Friends, and then 100 Acre Forest, like it shows you all of them, and I was looking through and I was like, I don't have that. So then I start to panic. I'm like, how do I get them? So and actually you've told me you're gonna stop buying them for me because I don't have them displayed anywhere, but then it comes down to where am I gonna display them, and then I found some shelves at Target, and where are we gonna hang them, and it's so much. But I wouldn't, there's nothing like now as an adult, if there's something that I want that I, want to collect, I generally, but I'm sure there are some things I wish I would have jumped on the hype train sooner.
Just to play off of the question with the retro games, I watched a documentary a couple days ago because I've been watching nothing but Netflix and Amazon Prime movies since Val canceled cable.
Why do you say it like that? We
High
made
five.
the decision together.
Teamwork
And I
makes the dream work.
And I immediately regretted it, right? Didn't I? Like 2 days later, I started hyperventilating, freaking out about the fact that we didn't have cable. And the thing is, it's not like we can't get cable down the road if we decide. It's just...
Anyway, so I was watching this movie. I don't know how old it is. I didn't really look into it. But it's called Nintendo Quest. Have you heard of this, Colin?
I have not.
So it's made by a Canadian filmmaker. He used several loonies and toonies for this project.
Of course.
Jesus.
But
how much maple syrup did he have to exchange?
Probably way too much. Filmmaker, he got his buddy, who is like the biggest video game fan that he knows, especially of like old NES games and whatnot. And the challenge that he presented him was he had 30 days to track down, find, and purchase every single retail release NES game.
There was a panel for this at the Retro Game Expo. Mm-hmm. I know the documentary you're talking about. I have not seen it though.
All 687 games. So they didn't count the cartridges for like tournaments and stuff.
Right. Yep.
But every retail release, North American retail release of Nintendo games, 687 of them. So he had to buy them He had to track them down and buy them. But he had to buy them in person. So there was no eBay sales, no anything like that. Like everything had to be in person with phone calls and driving around to different cities and going to all these different game shops and everything like that. And like there was like the checklist of like the top 10 most rarest NES games. Of course, number 1 being the stadium events. And then
did they include that Flintstones one?
Yes.
That was like a Blockbuster exclusive? Okay.
Yeah, that was one of them. The Bonk 2, I think.
Okay.
And then another one I can't remember off the top of my head, but so it's such a good film. I really enjoy it, and I really like encourage anybody out there that like enjoys retro games and enjoys like collecting retro games just to check it out, because one guy trying to track down 687 of them and buy them with his own money. Like he had like this money saved up for this thing. So it wasn't like he had like the filmmaker's budget or anything like this was all out of pocket. So like when he was wheeling and dealing and trying to barter and make deals on games and stuff, like he had to take into consideration what his budget was that he had allotted himself to spend for this whole thing. But fantastic. Absolutely.
It's called Nintendo Quest?
Nintendo Quest.
Cool.
Yeah. Really good. But that's it. That's the show. That's all we got for you. Val, you got anything you want to finish up with? You good?
Nope.
Colin, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I wrote a lot of notes on my soon.
I was watching you.
No. I think that's it.
Thank you both for joining me this week.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same as Jason.
No, we try to usually do these at the beginning of the month, and just with this month, it was crazy, and it wasn't going to happen, but I wanted it to happen. I didn't want to skip a month. So we might do another collector's edition in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get this one down, and I wanted to talk to you guys.
It's been a minute.
It's fun. It's fun. Of course, this collector's edition, edition number 17, was sponsored by our friend Alex Correjo. You can find him on Twitter at AtariAlex. He is the co-host of the ABC podcast. ABC. 1, 2, 3. No, not 1, 2, 3.
It's easy.
ABC podcast. iTunes, Stitcher, other places.
Wherever podcasts are played.
Yes. ABC podcast. Go check it out. Tell Alex thank you. He, of course, sponsored via Patreon, which you could go over and support everything that we do here at Toys for Games. Patreon.com/Toys4Games. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Val, where can people find you on Twitter at?
At Valerie Striplin or at Mrs. Noise.
Colin, what about you?
I'm at Cabooses Hero and at PDX_geek.
I saw you rejuvenate that Twitter handle. That was weird.
Bringing it back.
I was also going back and looking at your tweets from like 1,100 days ago.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Immature Colin. You can find me personally on Twitter at The Noise. Follow the show at Toys for Games, of course. Email us podcast at toysforgames.com. Check out the website, toysforgames.com, where we have the Battlecast tournament going on this weekend. The first round starts this weekend. We're excited. That's toysforgames.com/tournament. I'm just watching Val meticulously put change into her purse one at a time.
Because I was doing it slowly because those are your quarters and I don't know why.
Does she have her glasses on the tip of her nose as while she's looking at it?
No.
She's just putting like one coin in at a
but
time.
I didn't want to be loud, and these quarters have been
knitting.
sitting on the table. It's my effort to clean off the table. I've been sitting on the table for like 2 weeks, and I keep staring at them going, you know how much I love change. I just love change every time. And so I'm just like, look at all those quarters sitting there. I need to have those quarters. Josh is clearly not going to take the quarters. He doesn't care about them like I do. So I put them in my wallet. I just stole $1.50 from you. $1.51 because there was a penny. I don't know where that came from, but I took it.
Shame. Thank you guys for listening. This was fun. We'll be back in a couple days. For the Toys for Games podcast proper, we're going to have an early Saturday morning recording. That's going to be interesting.
I think I might go berry picking with the kids while you're doing that.
That's going to be weird.
Because it's going to be like 4 hours.
Probably not. Hasn't been that much news this week.
Yeah, but you and Jason
yeah,
get together.
It's true. But until next time.
That is going to be weird. Saturday morning. Huh.
Yeah. Coffee, donuts, podcast.
Cartoons are out.
Although no one will have coffee on the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Hot cocoa.
Cocoa, donuts, and podcast. Until next time, happy hunting, collectors.
Keep your collectibles in the box, and the box is pristine.
Don't do anything that he said.
And then sell them on eBay.
Don't do that. Good night.
You guys are nuts. Good night.